Christian tradition tells us that the Roman army crucified Jesus in the 1st century AD, then went on to persecute Christians for the next 300 years. But is it possible that the religion of Jesus was actually spread by the very same people who nailed him to the cross? Back in the 1st century AD, the Roman imperial army occupied Judea. Made up of 30 legions, each with approximately 6,000 men, the army was paid to put down anyone who defied Roman occupation. According to the Christian Gospels, Jesus of Nazareth did just that. Branded as a heretic by the Jewish authorities and prosecuted as an anti-Roman rebel by the Roman governor, he was publicly executed in the year 30 AD, forcing his followers to worship in secret for fear of persecution at the hands of the Roman army. Just outside the ancient city of Jericho, there is evidence that the same Roman army that oppressed Christians may have been secretly worshiping Jesus. Less than 3 kilometers from where the Roman army was garrisoned in the year 70 AD, there is a cave that seems to have been used as a church as early as the 1st century. I've come here with the man who discovered the cave, archaeologist Yuval Peleg.
The Roman military was around here, right?
הצבא הרומי מגיע בשנת 68 בקיץ, במסגרת הדיכוי של המרד הגדול, הוא מגיע מהצפון, מגיע ליריחו.
Right over here, right? Like...
2 קילומטר, 3 קילומטר בערך, ומחכה שם לקראת העלייה לכיוון ירושלים.
Peleg believes that the cave contains important archaeological information that may date to the time of the Roman occupation. We go down to take a closer look.
You know what? This is a great natural church. It's like the Notre Dame Cathedral of the Dead Sea area.
As we explore deeper, it becomes apparent that this cave was once used as a church. Inside the cave's belly, Yuval Peleg shows me the image of a cross carved into stone. Based on its design, it appears to be one of the earliest. Inside the cave's belly, Yuval Peleg shows me the image of a cross carved into stone. Based on its design, it appears to be one of the earliest. Next to the cross is what may be the image of a fish, one of the first Christian symbols. Is it possible that this was a secret church?
וזה כנראה מקום של נר. פה שמו נר. 2, 1, 1. פה כנראה עוד אחד שלא כל כך הצליח.
This is like an altar. You've got 2 crosses, a candle over here in the middle.
Who were the people worshipping here? The answer may be provided by the symbol found next to the cross, the Roman sun god, Sol Invictus.
The sun is a very important symbol in the Roman army, for example, Apollo, Sol Invictus.
מסכים?
So is it possible that this cave was a secret church for Roman soldiers from the nearby camp?
Some kind of symbol.
חידה גדולה.
Some kind of symbol.
חידה גדולה.
To solve this mystery, I traveled to northern Israel, Megiddo, called Armageddon in the Christian Bible. Here, archaeologists found a mosaic containing images of fish. At first, they believed the fish were simply decorations. But as excavations continued, they found a definite link to Christianity.
The first inscription it was dedicated to Jesus Christ. And we found another two inscriptions. The last one talking about Roman army officer, centurion, that give the money for the floor.
So this mosaic, there's an inscription dedicating it.
Dedicated by a Roman officer.
It was confirmed the mosaic belonged to a house church that was built by a Roman centurion. At least some Roman soldiers were adopting the new faith.
Now this is like 100 years before Christianity becomes the religion of the Roman Empire.
This is why it's so important, because if you put everything together, it's evidence of Christian religion in the Roman army. Yeah.
But did Christianity in the Roman army spread outside the Holy Land? I now travel to northern England. Hadrian's Wall was built in the 2nd century to defend against Celtic tribes. Vindolanda was one of the military forts along the wall. It's here, in the soldiers' barracks, that archaeologists have uncovered the foundations of a Christian church. A Christian tombstone, crosses, and a so far undeciphered symbol carved into a portable altar.
Check your sources. And I'm not the only one around, by the way. But you have to check your sources and make sure that the people who are showing you evidence, the truth, the knowledge, that they have something behind them, backing them up with evidence, with documents, with everything, connecting dots, everything. It's solid. The information is solid because it's not only based on words or it frustrates me. Anyway, it's your life. Believe what you believe. My piece of advice is, before you believe, make sure it's believable. And in order to be believable, you need evidence. And nobody ever on this platform you call YouTube give you more evidence than us. If you don't have evidence, then you're a ghost in a ghost town. So have a nice week. But think. Cheers.
Evidence that Roman soldiers were carrying Christianity to the farthest outposts of the Roman Empire. Some say that the soldiers developed a secret Christian symbol that no one could decode, and just such a symbol was found in the city of Manchester. Once a western outpost of the Roman Empire, it's here that archaeologists uncovered the fragment of what they call a Sator square. It just might be the oldest Christian artifact ever discovered on British soil.
So is this a big surprise?
You could say that, yes. It's one of those wonder moments for an archaeologist when you come across a find like this.
The Sator square is made up of 5 Latin words: rotas, opera, tenet, arepo, and sator. But the square is also a palindrome, which means the same words can be read forwards and backwards, top to bottom, always the same. So rotas read backwards becomes sator, and opera read backwards is arepo. But then, hinged on the letter N, the word tenet remains the same, forwards and backwards.
She works at Shipley's, med Sator Tenet.
Happy marriage?
Practically estranged.
Well, how do I get to Sator?
Through her, of course.
You may have an inflated idea of my powers of seduction.
Hardly. We have an ace in the hole.
You're carrying a Goya and a Harrods bag.
It's a fake by a Spaniard named Arepo. We have an ace in the hole. She works at Shipley's, med Sator. Fake by a Spaniard named Arepo.
So rotas read backwards becomes sator, and opera read backwards is arepo. So rotas read backwards becomes sator,
Every once in a while, I just wake up in bed. He's there. He talks to me.
but then, hinged on the letter N, the word tenet remains the same, forwards and backwards. This image appears strikingly similar to the cross found in the cave at Jericho. But in the army, where it was illegal, they may have needed the square to communicate their secret faith.
This is a very standard piece of Roman pottery called an amphora, and these were big storage jars which were used for olive oil, fish sauce, wine.
This kind of clay jug was used to store wine, and the fact that it has the Sator square engraved right on it strongly suggests it had a ceremonial purpose. Maybe it was used during communion.
And the interesting thing with this find, it came from a rubbish pit between two buildings.
And the rubbish pit was located next to a Roman military fort.
There would have been auxiliary soldiers bringing their religions with them, one of which would have been Christianity. So why not for a soldier to put this piece of graffiti on the emperor for a subverted religion that he totally believed in?
So you just look at it, it's just some letters, but it could preserve somebody risking their lives for their faith.
I think it's remarkable that he's got such a small fragment, but there's such a big story.
It's an early Christian device in which they wanted to write the words Pater Noster in such a way that it wasn't obvious that that's what it was.
Dr. Finkel believes that the square refers to the phrase Pater Noster. As it turns out, when you reorder the square's 25 letters in the shape of a cross, using the square's only N as your axis, you can create the Latin phrase Pater Noster, which translates as Our Father, the first two words of the most important Christian prayer in the Gospels. Arranging the words in this way leaves 4 letters outstanding, 2 O's and 2 A's.
Feels like forever. Within my heart of memories, a perfect love that you gave to me. Oh, I remember it's when you are with me. I'm free, I'm careless, I believe. Express tears to my eyes, my sacrifice. Oh, my sacrifice. We've seen us settled upside down. Oh, how quickly life can turn around. In an instant, we feel so good to realize within yourself and within your mind. Let's find peace there, 'cause when you are with me, I'm free, I'm careless, I believe. Tears to my eyes, my sacrifice. I just want to say hello again. I just want to say when you are with me, I'm free, I'm careless, I believe. Above all the others, we'll fly. This brings tears to my eyes. 'Cause when you are with me, I'm free, I'm careless, I believe. Above all the others, we'll fly. brings tears to my eyes. My sacrifice. I just want to say hello again. I just want to say hello again. My sacrifice.
We are going to Versailles. You will put your clothes on for this trip.
Time when Christianity was an illegal movement, Roman soldiers were adopting it. The army that had crucified Jesus was now spreading the gospel to the ends of the empire.